Hello. So today we're going to talk about intelligence. So there are several things that come into my thought process about this subject, and I'm going to show them to you. And the first one is I don't know where exactly, but I heard that there was pretty much I can show you. Oh, sorry, it's here. So in the U.S. there is a minimal intelligence, well, a minimal IQ that you need to have. Because I won't say the word intelligence because the word intelligence, if you look at definitions, nobody agrees. So usually when people can't agree on a word, it puts when there's conflict around a word, the word loses a lot of its power, and well, pretty much you can't use it. You can't use it anymore as like a description of reality. So the question is, how does intelligence fit into all of this? So I'm gonna play a clip that's made me think a lot about this subject. So here it is.
Intelligence. And number two, no one likes to be told that they're not intelligent because it's the most desirable attribute that humans have towards one another. It's okay to tell one person, hey, you don't have enough strength or you don't have enough stamina, or but when it comes to intelligence, it's pretty high up there. It's pretty high up there. And the problem is that while you can look at a person and you can say, well, clearly you don't have the build required to be on a construction site, intelligence is a lot more difficult to judge. Is a doctor more intelligent than a lawyer? Is the IT guy at the company more intelligent than the HR lady? And if the answer is yes, why isn't he the HR lady earning more than the paycheck he earns as an IT guy? All right, so it's a very sensitive subject, and it's also a very ambiguous subject.
So I find this explanation to be very. He says two things that I believe are very important. The first thing is uh, people uh, take comments about intelligence really badly. Usually, even whether their intelligence is high or whether their intelligence is low, they discussing intelligence usually is seen very badly. But the problem is, uh, what can we say about intelligence that is like well established, and how should that impact how we live and how we see the world? Because facts don't exist to be pleasing; they exist to help us navigate the world. They exist for this. Reality exists to help us have essentially inner predictable models of reality. That's what we want. And these things are built on knowledge, instinct, and essentially the interaction between inner predictable models of reality. Essentially, we use our brain's power to use these models and our perception to essentially like condition our actions on reality. So intelligence is a huge player in this. So uh, how what can we say about intelligence? So there are several facts that you need to know about intelligence. So where is it? So first I can show you this. So intelligence is like yes, most people are of average intelligence, which is completely normal because it's an average. So the question is when you look at the IQ, like it goes from like a little below 50 to a little above 145, and you see that like there are some people who are below 85, and that's about 15% of the population. And the thing is, those 15% of the population, which are intellectually disabled and below average, um, they have a huge issue because, like, big, massive employers, like, for example, the U.S. Army does not like want them, and if you can't be employed by the U.S. Army, well, you kind of shit out of luck. Like, it's really hard to find a job. Like, but you can see like we can go see like above 150, you have all those prestigious things, and you have to know that PhDs, college graduates, their outcomes in life are much better than people who don't have these opportunities. And when we go down and down, like when you're at 85, essentially they drop out of school year seven. Year seven is essentially when they're 13 years old. This is a catastrophe because, as you can say, as um, as this very long article says, it says, ta, 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 from we found consistent evidence of beneficial effects of education on cognitive ability of approximately 1 point for an additional year of education, which means that the people who have low IQs, they drop out of school earlier and they don't get, well, their IQ growth is stifled by the fact that they're kicked out of education. So pretty much like, for example, at university, most of these of the people at the bottom of the IQ, oh sorry, of the IQ bell curve, they're no longer in school. Most of these people, that's 15% of the population who essentially do not go to university, for example. So they, or they don't even, like, apparently they don't even, well, completed year 0 to 7. Essentially, they get out of school at like 13 or 14 years old. So to a lot of educated people, these people don't really exist because they've been separated from them for so long that they completely lose. They don't see these people at all. Like, and like, look, it's the IQ, average IQ in various occupation groups, like unskilled workers. And these are the kind of people that do like they pack groceries for other people, or they work in like restaurants like McDonald's. Like, these people are slowly being replaced by machines pretty much. And I see this as a huge problem. Like, and certainly intelligence is more complex than IQ, but like IQ as a predictor does show us a certain problem. Like, look at this thing. Like, they say types of work that can be accomplished, and they tell us like for 60 IQ, like adult can harvest the vegetables. Like, these are back-breaking labor. Like, can do domestic work. Like, essentially, you're going to be replaced by a Roomba in a few years. And they say the biggest difference occur for low IQs with an occasional college graduate or professional scoring below 90. So that if you score below 90, sorry, the bell, I have the bell curve like here. Sorry, like 90 is here. That's a big bar. Like, you get to nearly 20%, and well, I don't know what to say. This article is surprisingly well built, except for this health section. But like, I could go through this all day. Like, you see, like, well, every year of education, it's quite funny. Every year of education, you see like the IQs like somewhat go up. It goes up and up and up. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say more about this because, like, honestly, unskilled workers, I'm afraid for them. And also, like, well, imagine you start at an IQ of like 80 and you go through 7 years of education and you gain a few IQ every year. You get up to 90, completed eighth year of school. Like, is that really? Well, you can join that like unskilled workers or semi-skilled workers, operatives. An operator, it's not fun being an operator, but like, it's I don't know what to say more than this. Like, this does not look like a an easy problem to solve, but like, and I'll leave